Shalom, shalom to the house of Israel. Thank you for joining the Israelite Nation Assembly. We are glad that you are joining us this beautiful, wonderful day of Shabbat. All of you under the sound of my voice, thank you for allowing us to come to your homes or wherever you may be, at work, in the car, at mama's house, whatever you're doing. All right, we'll go over into our lesson. The name of today's lesson is Niggers and Gods. Niggers and Gods. Lowercase g gods. Now, nigger is one of the most inflammatory racial slurs of the English language. And the reason why it is so derogatory, because it encompasses every other derogatory, inflammatory word, racist word that there is. In regards to black people, words like monkey, coon, mammy, ape, boy, jigaboo, ain't Jemimah, porch monkey, spade, nigger or nigger is the most erroneous of them all. It is the most so black people, so-called black people, they won't even say the word. They say stuff like the N-word, as if it takes the power of what the Edomites, the so-called white folks, have done to us in the past. It's like that takes away the power from the word. It does not. I declare that the day that the devil, the so-called white man, has crawled out of the cold caves of the Caucasus Mountains, this most abased man, most abased people, inhumane, vile creature. You cannot shame a people who have no dignity. They wasn't born with it. So you can't shame them. So we're going to take the power of the word nigger back today. We're going to take that power back from that word. Oh, you get so upset when somebody, oh, you call me a nigger, I'm a killer. Oh, no white man better not call me a nigger. They call you a nigger every day. If they called me a nigger, I would not be surprised. But it's only because I know who the true niggers are. That it doesn't cause me any pain. I don't care what you're saying. You're nothing to me anyway. And if you think this word is a relatively new word, then you would be wrong. Let's go to the Bible to find out. Give me Acts 13 and 1. We're taking the power of the word nigger back today.
Acts 13 verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, and Barnabas and Simeon that was called Nigger.
Simeon that was called nigger. Did y'all know that was in the Bible? Come on.
And Lucius of Cyrene.
Cyrene is in Libya, northeast Africa. Come on.
And Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul.
And Saul. Now let's unpack. Let's unpack this verse a little bit, okay? Herod of Tetra was a Herodian. The Herodians were Edomites, white people. All right. The Pharisees, the Herodians and the Pharisees were in cahoots with one another. You know, the Pharisees were Israelites, the Herodians were Edomites. They were in cahoots with one another. The Pharisees wanted there to be a king of Judea that was of the house of David, The Herodians was trying to stop that action, but they came together on one accord for one specific purpose. That was to destroy the Messiah, the Messiah. They didn't want him. Neither one of them wanted him to be on the throne. Neither one of them wanted him to be on the throne. But they were working as two political parties within Israel, the Pharisees and the Herodians. So Herod of Tetra was a part of that group, the Herodian group. These were white people that were in Israel at that time. Okay? All right, let me see if I can prove that point a little bit. Give me Mark 3 and 6. Let's run through these three scriptures real fast and see how they work together in conjunction with one another.
Mark 3 and 6 reads, And the Pharisees went forth and straightway took counsel with the Herodians against him.
The Pharisees did what?
Pharisees went forth and straightway took counsel with the Herodians against him.
They took counsel with the Herodians against him. They went, our people, a group of our people went and took counsel with the Herodians, which are Edomites, the white people, against Yahushua. That's what they went and did. Read. Is that it?
How they might destroy him.
How they might destroy Yahushua. Give me Matthew 22 and 16. Matthew 22 and 16. If you need to know, I'm not going to go into great detail about the history of the Herodians, how they became converts, things of that nature. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of that history. I'm just going to touch on it just a little bit.
Matthew 22 and 16. And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians.
The Pharisees sent their disciples with the disciples of the Herodians together. White and black together. Come on.
Saying, Master, we know that thou art true and teachest the way of Yah in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men.
That's it? That's it. Give me Mark 8 and 15. Give you a little background after this. Come on.
Mark 8 and 15 reads, And he charged them, saying, Take heed, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, and of the leaven of Herod.
And of the leaven of Herod. Now, how did these Herodians, how did they become what we call converts? How did they become converts? All right. It was during the time of John Hyrcanus in 134 to 104 BCE. Judea conquered Edom, right, Idumea, and forced the Edomites to convert to our faith or our belief. You're going to have to keep these laws. You're going to stay around here, you're going to have to keep these laws. We knew they were white people. We knew that, but they were in a lower state than us. Please don't get it mixed up. We didn't merge and mix with them. They were in a lower state than we were. But eventually, over through the course of time, they began to gain power because of Rome. Rome came in, they subjugated us, then they began to get more and more powerful. But they had already learned our laws, statutes, and commandments. As a matter of fact, the Herodians are known as who today? We see them. I've been weaving at the wall.
Yeah.
Those are the Herodians. We call them Khazars. They are Khazars. It's the same group of people. Same group of people. This is why they believe that they are the true Jews. Because they came up with Israelites. We forced them to convert. We made them, in our land, we made them convert. And we see, let's read, let's get Acts 13 and 1 again. So we can further prove what I'm saying.
Acts 13 and 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch
Mm-hmm.
certain prophets and teachers,
Mm-hmm.
as Barnabas
Mm-hmm.
and Simeon, that was called Nigger.
Now, Simeon being called nigger doesn't mean that he was the only black person that was there. It just means he was the darkest brother that was there. Don't y'all know that we in the black community, we have people we call black because they real dark. I got boys I grew up, we call them smoke. Why? Because they real dark. Black, we call them smoke. We call them skillet. You ever heard of a skillet before? Mm-hmm. Yes. Why? Because he was real crispy black, right? Shiny blue black, right? So we call them skillet, smoke, or black, right? Within the black community. Come on.
And Lucius of Cyrene,
Lucius of Cyrene, Northeast Africa. Come on.
and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod, the tetrarch, and Saul.
And Saul. Saul was one of the a Pharisee who had grew up and went to schools with Edomites. The Edomites were not the teachers. They were there learning our laws. Through forced conversion. Through forced conversion, because if you're going to be here in our land, you can't be over there eating pork chops. You gotta eat what we eat. You gotta drink how we drink. You gotta live how we live. It's called forced conversion. You can get that history by reading the Maccabees. I won't go over, like I said, I won't go over a lot into it, but you can get that history about reading about John Hyrcanus and the Maccabees. Okay? All right, let's move on. All right. Now, let's go to Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. Because things are looked at upside down now. Things are upside down. They're not the way it should be biblically. So we're going to see what the preacher says, Brother Solomon, what he says.
Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach, 10 verses 7 reads, pride is hateful before you.
I'm on Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. That's all right. No. Ecclesiastes.
Okay, my bad.
That's all right. That's all right. I might have said Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, for sure. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 7.
Ecclesiastes 10 verse 7 reads,
What did you see?
I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Should you read it again?
I have seen servants upon horses,
I see servants on horses. Come on.
and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
He's seeing the future. I see the princes of the earth as slaves. This is confusing to me. And I see the slaves on horses as the masters. I'm confused. It's upside down. What's going on here? Right? But today, we're going to take that power right back from them. We're going to show you who the real niggers of the earth is. Me, John 10 and 34. See what Yahweh Shah says.
John 10 and 34. Yehoshua answered them, it is not written in your law.
Is it not?
I'm sorry. Yehoshua answered them, is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods.
Ye are gods. Read it again.
Yehoshua, John 10 and 34. Yehoshua answered them, is it not written in your law?
Isn't this written in your law? Come on.
I said, ye are gods.
I said ye are gods. I said, the Most High said, ye are gods. The Most High, he's quoting. He's quoting something, right? The Most High have said, ye are gods. And the word gods here in the Greek is theos. And it means mighty one. It's theos, mighty one. The Most High said, aren't you a mighty one? A theos? A mighty one. All right? Let me get before we finish this out, let's hold that and go to Exodus 7 and 1. Exodus 7 and 1. Then we're going to get Psalms 8. Exodus 7 and 1.
Exodus 7, verse 1 reads, And the Most High said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh.
It said, read it again.
And the Most High said unto Moses,
What did Most High say?
See, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh.
I made thee a god to Pharaoh. This is what the Most High does with the children of Israel. He makes us gods to our enemy. He makes us gods to our enemies. Give me Psalms 8 and 4.
Psalms 8, verse 4. What is man?
Read verses 4 and 5.
Psalms 8, 4 and 5. What is man that thou art mindful of him? And the son of man, and thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor.
Have crowned man with glory and honor. But what man? What man? Give me 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, verses 2 and 3. 2 and 3.
1 Corinthians 6, verses 2 and 3 reads, Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Who are the saints? Who are the saints? Israelites. That's who the saints are. Read it again.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
So Israel will judge the world. Come on.
And if the world shall be judged by you,
and if the world is going to be judged by us, read.
Are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Come on.
Know ye not that we shall judge angels?
Don't you know that we're going to judge the angels too? Verse, yeah. Don't you know we're going to judge the angels too? Yes, when he created us a little lower than the angel. Meaning we live, thrive, and work in another dimension, on another playing field, right? The angels work and thrive outside of that element. They live outside of our time, they're not constricted by our time frame or anything like that. They live outside of that. That's why he said a little lower than the angels. Just a little bit lower than the angels I made you. It's a little bit lower. Wow. But one day, we are going to live outside of that. We'll be out there with the angels and we'll be judging the angels. In that time, in that same makeup. We'll all be in the same element. You understand? We'll all be in the same element. All right, come on. That's why angels said, what is this? That thou is mindful. An angel said that. What is this? Why is you mindful of this man like this? Why do you make him like this? You know what I'm saying? Over us. You put him over us. That's what he's saying. All right, come on.
Know ye not that we shall judge angels?
Read.
How much more things that pertain to this life?
How much more things pertain? This is only rehearsal and practice. So if I see a homosexual, I'm going to call that a homosexual. That man's gay. That's wrong. That's a homosexual. It's abomination.
That's right.
That's judgment. You can't judge. Only God can judge me. That's not the Bible. That's Tupac.
Right.
That's not the Bible. Yes, I can judge you. I see a homosexual. You shouldn't be messing with men. You shouldn't be sleeping with men. And I can say it. And I can judge you according to the Bible. That's an abomination. You shouldn't be, take your basketball shorts off, turn your hat back around. Sagging basketball shorts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the what you call it? The dyke uniform. Saggy shorts, wife beater, and that's their mantra. You can judge that. You know what I'm saying? You can judge that. Listen, what you got on?
Right.
What you doing? You can judge that. According to the Bible. That's an abomination. Should not be doing that. The one thing we don't do is say, you're going to the lake of fire. That's condemnation. We don't condemn because you're not the Almighty. You don't have the power to condemn that person forever off the earth. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you can never be forgiven. The hell with you, you through. It's over with for you. You can't do that. You have to, but you can judge their action according to the Bible. You should not be doing that. You should not be going there. You should not be sleeping with that man. You should not be creeping with that woman. That's what you should not be doing. You can say that. That's judgment. All right. Let's go back to John 10 and 34. Y'all walking with me? Walk with me. Walk with me. We're getting there.
John 10 and 34. Yehoshua answered them. Is it not written in your law? I said you are. I said you are gods.
I said ye are gods. I say ye are gods. Theos, mighty ones. 35.
If you called them gods.
And if Yah called them Theos, mighty ones, gods, come on.
Unto whom the word of God came, of Yah came.
Of whom the word that Yah has come, read.
And the scripture cannot be broken.
This cannot fail, because the scripture cannot lie. It cannot be broken. If Yah says the congregation of the righteous are gods, then it is so. Does he lie? No. He doesn't. Now, we're not talking about God in the sense of creating the sun, moon, stars. We ain't talking about creation. We're talking about gods in terms of mighty ones, elves, power. That is who the children of Israel is. Give me Psalms 82, where Yahushua was quoting.
Psalms 82 and 6 reads,
Watch this, y'all.
I have said, ye are gods.
I have said, ye are gods. Give me, start at verse 1.
Psalms 82 and 1.
Come on.
Yah standeth in the congregation of the mighty.
He stands where? Where do y'all stand?
In the congregation of the mighty.
Who is the mighty?
Israel
is the mighty. Here, this Hebrew word for mighty is El. It's El. Power or powerful. Read.
He judgeth among the gods.
Where do he judge?
He judgeth among the gods.
This word here in Hebrew is Elohim. Plural. Elohim, powers, gods. Read verse 1 again, because I don't want that to flow past your head. You got to see that thing. Read verse 1 again.
Yah standeth in the congregation of the mighty.
He stands in the congregation of the mighty. Come on.
He judges among the gods.
He judges among the gods. You're not talking about angels. You're not talking about messengers here. This is how you know he's not talking about messengers or angels. Read on.
How long will ye judge unjustly?
And
accept the persons of the wicked?
Read verse 2 again.
How long will ye judge unjustly?
How long will you do unjustly? And what is the unjust thing that the Israelite congregation of the mighty is doing? Read.
And accept the persons of the wicked.
Because you accept the persons of the wicked. You accept the persons of the wicked. And we're going to read down and find out who the wicked is. That you are accepting in your congregation, Israel. Y'all know I'm coming for them. I'm coming for them. What are they doing in your congregation when you are God? And you accepting the persons of the wicked. You accepting the persons of the wicked. Read it again, verse 2.
Psalms 82:2 reads, how long will you judge unjustly?
How long, the Father says, while he stands in the congregation of Israel, of the mighty, how long will you judge unjustly? Read.
And accept the persons of the wicked.
And you accept the persons of the wicked more better than you accept your own brother. Read on.
Defend the poor and the fatherless.
This is the duty of the gods upon the earth. This is the duty of the gods. He tells you what it is. Read verse 3 again.
Defend the poor and the fatherless.
This is what you should be doing. Defending the poor and the fatherless. This is your job. Read.
Do justice to the afflicted and needy.
Do justice to those that need you. This is the gospel, is it not? This is the gospel. Read on verse 4.
Deliver the poor and needy.
Oh, now you're supposed to deliver the poor and the needy. If you're not doing any of these things, you're not being in your rightful place as an Israelite. You're not being the God. You're being less than what the Most High has called you. Read.
Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
Do what?
Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
Do what?
Rid them out of the hand of the wicked.
Take them out of the hand of the wicked. Why does Israelite congregations have the wicked up over other Israelites in their congregation? Wicked teachers. And by wicked, I mean Edomites. I'm talking specifically about white folk. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't know me by now, you ought to know that's who I was talking about. Verse 5.
They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Come on, watch this.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Why are all the foundations of the earth out of course? Why is the sun not shining like it's supposed to be? The moon is not glowing like it should be. Why is there so many earthquakes and tornadoes? And why is this, what is going on here? Why is all this stuff is going on? Because the foundations are out of course because the Israelite is out of course. The gods up on the earth are out of course. So the earth is out of course. The earth can only act right when the Israelite is right. The holes on the ozone layer is the Israelite fault. Israelites are out of course. I know the white man is the devil and he tears up and disrupts a lot of the elements, but he wouldn't be there if the Israelite wasn't out of course. Verse 6.
I have said,
Come on.
ye are God.
Y'all said, I said, you gods. Come on.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
So the Most High Yah has children and seed. The Most High Yah has children and he has seed. But guess what?
But ye shall die like men.
But the devil has children and has seed as well. That's all I wanted out of that. Give me, let's go to 1 John 3 and 10. The Most High has children on the earth, and guess what? Ha-Shaitan, the spiritual demon, Satan, has children on the earth too. We're going to discover the difference, because one of them are gods, and the other ones are just niggers. We're going to show you who the real nigger is. 1 John 3 and 1 John. 1 John 3 and 10. I want 10 through 12.
First John 3, 10 through 12. In this the children of Yah are manifest.
The children of who?
Of Yah are manifest.
The children of Yah are manifested. Come on.
And the children of the devil.
Read that first part again.
In this the children of Yah are manifest.
So Yah has children. Come on.
And the children of the devil.
And the devil has children as well. There are two great factions in the earth. Two great factions in the earth. One is the children of the Most High Yah. The other one is the children of Ha-Shaitan. Read.
And the children of the devil, whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of Yah. Neither he that loveth not his brother.
Neither he that does not love his brother. Esau, if you didn't know it, is our brother. He is our brother. Read.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
What beginning? This is the same message you heard from the beginning. You know the Bible is repetitious.
Yeah.
It's redundant. It talks about the same stuff over and over and over and over again. The same acts are committed of disobedience and obedience over and over again. Read on.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
Read verse 12. Watch this.
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one.
Wait a minute. Read that again, verse 12.
Not as Cain,
Not as Cain,
who was of that wicked one.
I thought Cain was of Adam. I thought Cain's daddy was Adam. Why did he just say, not like Cain, who was of that wicked one?
Wow. Yeah.
I thought Cain was of Adam. Now John right here is saying Cain is of that wicked one. How did Cain become the seed of Satan? Or the seed of the wicked? How did that happen? Let's read.
Not as Cain, who was of that wicked one, and slew his brother, and wherefore slew he him, because his own works were evil, and his brothers were righteous.
His brothers was righteous. Give me Genesis 4 and start at verse 7, brother. Because we have to show and prove that Esau, the Edomite, the white man, the children of the devil, is inherently or innately evil. You as an Israelite can be evil, but you're not born with that in you. We forgive everybody. Anybody can move in our neighborhood. We don't oppress people for being around. We're not going to stop them from coming in, eating how they want. We're not going to do them dirt. Matter of fact, it be people that's not of our in our community. We protect them more than we do our own brother. We ain't going to, don't do that, dog. That white boy cool. Don't do that. That's how we do. Because we are inherently righteous people. We love. You know, we like to love and forgive and be around people. And can't we all just get along? You had Rodney King get black boots stomped out to the ground. Damn near killed him. He got up from the ground and dusted his pants off and said, can't we get along? Can't we still just get along? Because we got that inherently passion and love and respect for one another. That's in us. It's only when we get the mindset of the white man, when we hate one another and kill one another, turn your girl gun upside down and dump on your brother and all that kind of stuff. All right. Y'all know me. I start raping this stuff. Give me Genesis, the 7th chapter. The 4th chapter, start at verse 7.
Genesis 4 and 7. If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted.
He's talking to Cain. This is a heavy. I want y'all to look at this. This is heavy right here. This is Cain. The story of Cain and Abel. This is Yah talking to Cain. Read.
If thou doest well,
if you do right, Cain, come on.
Shall thou not be accepted?
Shall you not be accepted? Doing well means if you obey me. That's what it means. If you do well, meaning if you obey me, Cain, you're going to be accepted too. Read.
And if thou doest not well,
and if you do not obey me, come on.
Sin lieth at the door.
Sin is standing at the door. Sin is at the door if you disobey me. Watch what happens here. Read.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
Read that part again.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
Now, picture this, if you will, with this verse. When he say unto thee, who you think is standing there? Unto thee is Yah talking to Cain, right? He says, unto thee shall be his desire. He didn't say no name, did he? He just said his desire, right? Because he's talking about is standing there too. The devil, Hashatan, is standing there too. He's talking to Cain. He says, read it again. He says what?
Unto thee
unto thee is Cain. Unto you, Cain, come on.
Shall be his desire.
Shall be his desire. Cain is there, Yah is there, and the devil is there. Unto you, Cain, is going to be his desire. Now Yah does something even more remarkable. He starts talking to the devil. What's the next verse? The next passage.
Oh, and Cain talked with Abel, his brother.
The next sentence.
Oh, the next one says, and thou shalt rule over him.
And he tells the devil, and you, devil, going to rule over him. Cain is now becoming the seed of the devil. Because Cain is going to bow down to the desires of the devil. He is now becoming the children or the child of Hashatan, the devil. Read the end of verse 7 again.
And thou shalt rule over him.
And thou, restart it, and thee, and unto thee.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
And unto you, Cain, shall be the devil's desire. His desire. Read.
And thou shalt rule over you.
And you, devil, you're going to rule over Cain. Let's see what happened. How did he become the son of the wicked one? Verse 8.
And Cain talked with Abel, his brother.
And Cain was talking to Abel, his brother. Come on.
And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him.
Slew him means he murdered him. He murdered his brother. He did just what the devil wanted him to do. He murdered his brother. Now I want y'all to see here. Write this down. There are 3 types of people in the earth. There are 3 sets or 3 types of men, I should say, that are in the earth. 1 are the sons of Yah. 2 are the sons of the wicked. And 3 are the sons of men. The sons of men encompasses everyone else. Your East Africans, your Hamites, Canaanites, Moabites, Amorites, Ishmaelites. Everybody else are the sons of men upon the earth, right? And then you have the sons of Yah, and you have the sons of the wicked. Let's start with the sons of the wicked. Give me Genesis 25 and 22. Give me 22 and 26, verses 22 through 26.
Genesis 25, verses 22 through 26. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
If this is a blessing, why do I feel this way? Come on.
And she went to inquire of the Most High.
Read on.
And the Most High said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 different types of people, 2 nations, two types of people are going to come from your womb. Read.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner mean 2 different kinds. A manner means they're not going to look alike, act alike, talk alike. One is going to walk with a pep walk. He's going to have a dip to him. The other one's going to be a tight wide.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And the one people, what? Read
shall
it.
be stronger than the other people.
The one people are going to be stronger, naturally strong. They don't have to go to the gym that much. They don't have to. They just going to be muscular. When they come out, they're built. They got cuts. For no reason at all. For no reason at all. They just muscular. They're built. They're big. They're thick. They're strong. Come on.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the one that comes out first is going to serve the one that comes out last. Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
Uh-huh.
behold, there were twins in her womb.
Just like y'all said. Come on.
And the first came out
He
red,
came out red, meaning his blood showed forth through his skin. Come on.
all over like a hairy garment.
And he wasn't a hairy garment, but he was just like that red hairy garment that it's referring to. We'll go into that one day, but not today. Come on.
And they called his name Esau.
His name is Esau, the father of all white folk on the earth is Esau. Now, we don't care what other people are saying, what other doctrine you done made up. We don't care, because the Bible has explicitly explained who this man is and who he were the father of. And who he is the father of. All right, verse 26.
And after that came his brother out,
Mm-hmm.
and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
He was the last one to come out. Come on.
And his name was called Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Now, the father of all white folk is Esau, Edomites. All right, let's figure out and find out how did they become, like Cain, become the sons of the wicked. Give me Hebrews 12 and 16. Give me verses 16 and 17. Huh?
Hebrews 12 and 16. Hebrews 12 and 16 and 17 reads, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Read it again.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
Come on.
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
He was wicked as hell. He was for one morsel of meat. Man, he said, man, damn this birthright. I don't want it, man. I just give me some food. I'll sell my rich birthright to my younger brother. Yah despised him for this. He was despised behind this. He said, oh yeah? You give it up for that? All right, come on.
For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing,
He would have inherited the blessing. Come on.
he was rejected.
He was now rejected. Come on.
For he found no place of repentance,
No place of repentance. Come on.
though he sought it carefully with tears.
He is the son. Now he is the son of the devil, because he rejected Yah. There's only two powers in the earth. There's only one power in the earth, and that's Yah's power. But there's only two presence or entities you're going to obey. You're either going to obey Yah or you're going to obey the devil. He chose the devil. So now he's the son of the devil. The son of perdition, as Paul writes. The son of hell. That's him. Give me Romans 9 and 21. The true nigger of the earth. That's him. The son of hell. The son of perdition. The son of destruction. 9 and 21.
Romans 9 and 21. Have not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto
He
honor,
made us, the Israelites, unto honor, read.
and another unto
And he
dishonor.
made the Edomites under dishonor. Come on.
What if Yah, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering
Come on.
the vessel of wrath,
The vessel of wrath.
fitted to
The
destruction,
vessel of wrath is the son of perdition, the son of destruction, the seed of Satan, fitted to destruction.
and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
He prepared us for glory, and he prepared him for destruction. They are fit to be in every low degree, made to be subjugated in every sense of the word. The Edomites are the true niggers of the earth. But they turn that thing around on you. And you get mad when they say it. When they call me a nigga, I just laugh. You know how many times I get called a nigga? They message me and call me niggas, I just laugh at them. I'm glad you think so. care. I know what you think about. We preach this every week. We know what you think about us. We don't care. So what? Don't get mad. Yeah, you nigger, I've been called worse by people that look just like me.
Right.
It don't hurt my feelings. I know you the seed of Satan, the son of perdition. I know you the devil. And I know you the true nigga of the earth. A vagabond.
I had one say to me this week.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so negative. I just can't stop thinking negative about everything, and I want to be like, it's in your blood.
It's in you to be that way. You just an unrighteous person. It's just, hey, you know. Esau sit around and look at stuff he can think about, try to think of stuff he can destroy. You know? Listen, he's totally disagreeable to be with. Everywhere he go, he can't live with anybody. He put animals, bring animals to almost extinction. He pollutes the water, the air, the soil. He is totally disagreeable to be with. All around the world, all 197 million square miles of the earth, he cannot be gotten along with. He can't be. Why? Because he's an alien here. He's the devil's son. These are their children. Can't get along with him. Can't get along with him. It's the damn devil. Let's go to the book, Arthur Koestler, because it was some historians that wrote about meeting the white man by the Black Sea, and we're going right to him. He went right up there. Some Muslims and some Hebrew Israelites had went up to the Vulgate to go meet some Khazars and talk to them, and this is how some of them got converted into what is known today as Judaism, right? Okay. So Arthur Koestler is an author and a writer of a book called The 13th Tribe, right? And he got some excerpts in his book about these two historians meeting his people. This is his people. He's writing about it. He said this is what they said about it. Read on.
In the book 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler, chapter 1, Part 9, Rise and Fall of the Khazars, page 13. Accustomed to the splendid baths of Baghdad, our traveler could not get over the dirtiness of the Turks.
The Turks is the Edomite tribe that was in that region, and it's the Turkish region by the Black Sea, which is near the southern border of Russia. Come on.
The Guz do not wash themselves.
Guz only means tribes. Guz means tribes in the Turkish language. Read.
The Guz do not wash themselves. The Guz do not wash themselves after defecating or urinating.
They don't wash themselves, just like the man said who was in Tabernacle. Didn't he say, I'm going to he said, that the Edomite said, he said, I'm not going over there to bathe. He said, I'm going to go by the river and jump in the water. And he said, I'm going to pee and I'm going to poop and I wash up all in the same river. Remember he said that?
Yeah.
This is the same, the same people. It's the same people. It's the same people. Same people. He said, I wash up, poop, and shave and everything right in the same water. Yeah. Then I throw my hook line in there and I get me some fish.
We was just talking about how disgusting the water was. It was horrible.
I get me some catfish right in there. I said, I guess they like that, huh? They like your poop and your pee. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. But he's a descendant of these people here, so read on.
The ghouls do not wash themselves after defecating or urinating, nor do they bathe after seminal pollution or on other occasions. They refuse to have anything to do with water, particularly in winter.
They don't want to, when it comes to bathing, they said, nah, I'm good on that, bro. I want to bathe. They said particularly in winter. So you have to look, some things trickle down with these white folks. Some things trickle down. Don't you know how they, in the winter time, when it's winter, they all just run and jump into the water, and you're like, it's freezing out there, right? This is what they did once or twice a year. They would do it once in the wintertime. They would do it once in the summertime. So that made it twice a year that they would bathe, right? So what they would do is, this is what you call June weddings. You ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why June weddings are so popular. You know what I'm saying? Because they will only get married in June because they will gather up a bushel of roses and stuff because they stunk. They would get massed up. That's where the bouquet comes from. They would mass up a bunch of flowers and they would hold the flowers close to their body because they would be stinking. They would, listen, it's the truth.
Right.
You can look at this up historically. It is true. That's where the term June weddings come from, because they would have mass weddings in June because all of the flowers will be in full bloom by June. April showers bring May flowers, and by June you're in full bloom, right? Mm-hmm. Right? They would mass up all these flowers. That's where the bouquet come from. You ever wonder why it's a woman standing there with a bouquet like this on her wedding day?
So they smell good.
Yeah, why does she need a bouquet of roses or a bushel? It's only tradition from what they used to do. They would mass up, gather up a bunch of bushel of roses and have them like this because they're funky, they're stinking. They haven't bathed. They're stinking. All right, let's read.
When the Goose commander in chief took off his luxurious coat of brocade to don a new coat the mission had brought him.
Because they brought him some clothes like as a gift. The men that went to go talk to him, they brought him some clothes as a gift. Watch this, y'all.
They saw that his underclothes were fraying apart from dirt.
They saw that his underclothes, he took off his robe, right? He took off his robe to put on a new robe that they gave him. They seen that his underclothes were framed from dirt. His underclothes was framed from dirt. I didn't write this. This is a white man that wrote this about his own people. Come on.
Fraying apart from dirt. For it is their custom
Come on.
never to take off the garment they wear close to their bodies.
They never took off their drawers. They never, ever. Once they had them on,
They wore them till they fell off.
they wore them until they fell off.
Yeah.
They never.
You hearing this?
I had to read this.
Read it again. Read it again.
When the Goose commander-in-chief took off his luxurious coat of brocade to don a new coat the mission had brought him, they saw that his underclothes were fraying apart from dirt, for it is their custom never to take off the garment they wear close to their bodies until it disintegrates.
Until it disintegrates. Until it disintegrates. It get worse. Hold on, it gets worse. Come on.
Another Turkish tribe, the Bashkirs, shave their beards and eat their lice.
They shave their beards off and eat their lice.
They search the folds of their undergarments.
They do what?
They search the folds of their undergarments.
They go in their underpants and in their pubic hairs and find lice. Come on.
And crack the lice with their teeth.
And crack the lice with their teeth. Come on.
When IBN, Thadian, watched a Bashkir do this, the latter remarked to him, "They are delicious."
He said, they delicious. These lice that was in my drawers, they are something else. I love them.
They're delicious.
I love them. This man is the true niggers of the earth. It's not you. It's not you. We are the poorest people on the planet. We look like we like brand new money every time we come out the house.
Yeah. We clean.
Clean, bathe. You oil them kids down, powder them up. You don't care. Them kids gonna be smelling good and bathed up. Get the tub. Don't come in my kitchen. Go wash your hands.
That's right.
What's the name of this book? I'm gonna recommend
Off the
you to read
Custlers,
this.
13th tribe.
13th tribe.
Off the Custlers, 13th tribe.
What's his? How you spell his last name? I'm sorry.
Koestler.
They used to it from the Caucasus Mountains. Eating Jemimah.
Yep. All you gotta do is look up the 13th tribe, and it is more in his book because he gives great detail. This man was killed behind this book.
I bet he was.
Arthur Custler was a so-called white Jew who found out he was going to prove in 1976 that they were the Jews, because he was tired of people saying that they wasn't the Jews. He was a historian. He was going to prove it. He found out they wasn't. And he said, my goodness, we're not.
Yeah.
He said it in his book. We're not them. We really these nasty people from the mountain up here. And they killed him. They said it was suicide. They killed him and his wife. Murder-suicide. All right. So let's read some more about the essence of this devil, this nigger of the earth. Jeremiah 49:10. Jeremiah 49:10. Let's go back to the Bible. Because the Bible knows.
Jeremiah 49 and verse 10 reads, but I have made Esau bare.
He's made Esau bare, just like Genesis 44 and 11. How did he make Esau bare? Hold that. Hold Genesis 49. Let's get, let's hold Jeremiah 49. Let's get Genesis 4 and 11 real quick.
Genesis 4:11. And now art thou cursed from the earth.
How did he, what did he say?
And now art thou cursed from the earth.
He's talking to Cain. He told Cain, you're cursed from the earth. How is one cursed from the earth? You lose all of the melanin in your skin. That's how you curse from the earth. The earth rejects you. The earth rejects you. The sun rejects you. The moon rejects you. The air rejects you. The earth, the elements, they all reject you. You can't grow nothing. That's why you're in everybody's land stealing their things. You can't produce anything. That's why you're in everyone's land stealing their things. You are a liar and a thief. You came to steal, kill, and to destroy. Let's go back to Jeremiah 49:10.
Jeremiah 49 and 10 reads, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
I uncovered your secret places because you in everybody's land trying to hide amongst the people. Trying to put your seed amongst everybody's land because you don't want nobody to know that you really Esau. Come on.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
But you can't hide yourself, Esau. Read.
His seed is spoiled.
His seed is spoiled. Read.
And his brethren and his neighbor.
His brother and his neighbor and his family. Come on.
And he is not.
And he's not like anybody else on the planet. We got your goose just cooked, Esau. You through. Now, we went to the KJV dictionary and for the word spoiled here, right? And it means to be, it's a verb that means to be pulled or sundered or torn or stripped or peeled. Esau has been peeled of his melanin. He's been stripped of his melanin. He has been pulled asunder from the rest of mankind upon the face of the earth. He has been robbed and spoiled of his goods and his possessions. It means to seize by violence, to take by force. It is corrupt. It means to be corrupt. It means to be marred. It means to render useless. So that's Esau, spoiled, rendered useless, marred, cut, decayed. Just getting more qualifying attributes of Esau. Give me Job, the 30th chapter of Job. Start at verse 1.
Job 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Why did he say those that are younger than I? Esau came out first. But he did what? But he sold his birthright.
Right.
So Job said, now those that are younger than I. Because now Esau is our younger brother. He's not our older brother, he's our younger brother. Read.
Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former times, desolate and waste.
Read verse 3 again.
For want, Job 30 and 3. For want and famine they were solitary,
Come on.
fleeing into wilderness In former times, desolate and waste.
Because we had whooped them. We have whooped them. This is a prophecy. We have whooped them. We beat them back. We whooped them. We ruled Europe for 1,000 years. And we won't go into all the history. We got other videos. If you haven't seen those videos, we suggest that you go and watch those videos. We got other videos talking about the history of that, on how black folks, so-called black men, ruled Europe for 1,000 years. So we had beat them back to the caves of the Caucasus Mountains. That's how they got there. Come on, read on.
In former times, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
Come on.
They were driven forth from among men.
They were driven forth from among men. A lot of brothers will ask me all the time, well, if Esau was around, if he was around when we was in our land, how did he get to the Caucasus Mountains? Because we drove him forth from among men. That's how. We drove him away in 193 AD at the fall of Rome. We beat they behinds back up into the cold Caucasus Mountains. That's where they went. Come on.
They cried after them as thieves, as a thief.
Because they are thieves. We knew who they were. The sons of the damn devil. So get out of here. Come on.
To dwell in the cliffs of the
Where
valleys.
did they dwell? Come
Dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
Come on, they dwelled in the cliffs and the valleys. Come on.
In caves of the earth.
The caves of the earth. Come on.
And in the rocks.
And in the rocks. They were in the mountains. That's where we chased them to. So easily a caveman can do it. They was the caveman. They was the caveman. So when they show you a caveman from 250,000 years ago, just know that that is a lie. That was Esau just 2,500 years ago.
That's right.
Remember Captain Caveman and the Teenagers?
That's right.
That was
That was good for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
a cartoon. Always tell the truth.
That's right. Got some semblance of truth in it, doesn't it? Where we at?
7.
Okay. Yep, keep going.
Among the bushes they brayed. Well, Job 30 and 7. Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yea, children of base men.
Children of base men. Vile. So when I said that at the beginning of the lesson, when I called them vile, when I called them abased, I didn't just say that out of my own mind. That's scripture. That's scripture. They are vile. They are abased. And who else lived in the cliffs and valleys, in the caves and mountains? Who else lived there? We didn't live there. Yeah. So we know who Job is talking about. Read on.
Job 30 and 8. They were children of fools. Yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Come on.
And now am I their song? Yea, I am their byword.
So Job was prophesying. He said, how the hell am I a byword to this nigga here? I'm the byword? Really? Really? Me. I'm the byword. The true niggers of the earth are calling us the niggers. You the byword, not me. Drop down to verse 29.
Job 30 and 29.
Watch this.
I am a brother to dragons.
This is the same chapter. Same chapter, so the subject here has not changed. He talked about his brother being the older brother now. Now he's talking about his brother is a dragon. Come on.
I am a brother to dragons and a companion to owls.
He compared his brother to a dragon, and he compared his younger brother to an owl. A dragon is a horrible, terrible beast, and an owl is a bird of prey. Now watch what he said about himself. Read.
My skin is black upon me.
See, Job knows something that we know. Job was a prophet. He knew what was coming. He said, my skin is black upon me, but my brother is a dragon. My brother is a dragon in the isle, but my skin is black upon me. He's showing us something for future Israelites that's coming.
Yeah.
My skin is black upon me, but my brother that's younger than me, I don't mean to point you. My brother's just younger than me. He's a dragon and an isle. Is that it? Come on.
Job 30
And 30.
and 30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. My harp also is turned to mourning, and my organ into the voice of them that weep.
Give me Revelations 12 and 1. We'll show y'all something. Let's go from now. We went from Job 30 and 30, 29 and 30. Now we're going to Revelations 12 and 1. Because Job knows something. Job knows something we done. Come on.
Revelation 12 and 1 reads, And there appeared a great wonder in heaven,
Come on.
a woman clothed with the sun,
Read.
and the moon under her feet,
Uh-huh.
and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
These 12 stars are the children of Israel, all 12 tribes. Read.
And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered.
Uh-huh.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven,
What was this wonder? Come on.
and behold, a great red dragon.
Stop.
Red.
A great red dragon. The same thing that Job seen. A great red dragon. And you go back, further back than that into Genesis, we know that Esau was red. Esau is red. Job seen a dragon. We get to Revelations. He calls it who? The great red dragon. The great red dragon. Read on. What does he have? Come on.
Having 7 heads
Now
and
this
10
great
horns,
red dragon has 7 heads and what?
10 horns,
And 10 horns. Come on.
and 7 crowns upon his head.
And 7 crowns upon his head. Now, the Edomite nation is a red nation. It's a red nation. It's a conglomerate. It is a conglomerate of Edomite nations that controlled and known as the EEA or the EEC, the European Economic Community. The beast that has 7 heads and 10 horns represents crowns of historical power and domination by Edomite nations of, and I'm going to name the nations because y'all should already know them, Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Germany, Great Britain, and America, and America that stems from Great Britain. So I'm going to say it again. Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Germany, Russia, Great Britain. All right, that's 7. And America is an extension of Great Britain, but that extension really rules those 7. Rules those 7. They are the military arm of those 7. Right? That's why America is the only country that has bases all over the world.
Right.
Read, what was the question?
You said EE.
The EEC. That's the European Economic Community, or it's also been known as the EEA, the European Economic Alliance.
Okay.
All right. Now, the 10 horns. The 10 horns are the nations of the EEC. I'm going to name the 10 horns. The 10 horns are Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Italy, the Netherlands, West Germany, Britain, Ireland, Greece, Denmark. I'm going to say them again one more time. Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Italy, the Netherlands, West Germany, Britain, Ireland, Greece, Denmark. These are the 10 horns. The beast is utilized by America to push its political world agenda, trade agreements, economic monopolies, and world dominance. They make policy to control their interests and to make laws that negatively affect the children of Israel. Now let me explain how the dragon became made and made great gains in the earth. Worldwide rulership, falling down and worshiping Satan, and now they are known as his seed. Let me explain that. How they fell down, began to worship Satan, and now they're known as the children of the devil, aka we've been saying it all day, niggers. All right, give me Matthew, because we have. Let me see here. I'm going over my notes a little bit, y'all. I'm skipping some stuff and I'm adding some stuff. Okay. This old dog has no new tricks. Let me show you what I mean. This old dog has no new tricks. Ha-Shaitan employs the same tactics all of the time. All of the time. It's just, are you going to fall for him, right? So he tried something with Yahushua. Give me Matthew 4 and 8.
Matthew 4, verse 8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world.
So he take Yahushua up and he shows him all the kingdoms, right? And what did he say? Come on.
And the glory of them.
He showed him the glory of them. Come on.
And saith unto him, all these things will I give thee.
Satan said, all the stuff in this world, I give it to you.
If thou would fall down and worship me.
If you just fall down and worship me, what did Yahushua say?
Then saith Yehoshua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Most High, thy Yah, and him only shalt thou serve.
And him only shall thou serve. Was that it? What verse you was at?
10.
Yeah, you can read 11.
Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him.
Angels came and began to lift him up. Now, let's go to Revelations, the 13th chapter. Y'all still remember we read Revelations 12, right? About the great red dragon, right? Okay. Stick with me. Stick with me. I know we've been jumping around, but stick with me. Revelations 13 started at verse 1. Y'all see how he approached Yahushua, right? Yahushua kick rocks, right? Behind me, kick rocks. Don't serve nobody but Yah. What's wrong with you? Right? Let's see what the white man did, okay? All right, come on.
Revelation 13 and 1.
Come on.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw the beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Y'all know who that is? 7 heads and 10 horns? The great red dragon, right? Come on.
And upon his horns 10 crowns.
Come on.
And upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Read on.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
What happened?
And the dragon gave him his power.
Read that part again.
And the dragon gave him his power.
And read it again.
And the dragon gave him his power.
Now, we know that the Bible was talking about this beast having 7 heads. We know that's the great red dragon in chapter 12, right? Right? The dragon here that spoke about in chapter 13 is Ha-Shaitan. The dragon here gave the beast with 7 heads, he gave him his power. So one would ask, how did the smallest group of people in the world become so dominant and having worldwide rulership and putting everybody under subjection? Here's your answer. The devil gave him his power. They are the children of the devil. He gave him his power. Read on.
And his seat.
He gave him a seat and authority in the earth. Come on.
And great authority.
And gave him great authority. Read on.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed.
Come on.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
All the world wondered after the beast. What head was that was wounded? What head was that? Y'all know it. The Romans. The Romans was wounded. We beat them back to the caves. The Edomites beat them back to the caves. And they were there for 1,000 years, crying and cold and eating Jennifer roots and lice, cracking lice with the teeth, and saying we'll fall down and worship the devil if we could come back. And when did they come back? What do they call it? What do they call it? The Renaissance era. It means what? Rebirth. The Renaissance era is rebirth. That is when the white man began to come back into the earth. His deadly wound was healed, and he began to come back in the earth.
Yeah, back in power.
Read verse 3 again.
And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death.
That was wrong melody. Come on.
And his deadly wound was healed.
Come on.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
Come on.
And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
Come on.
Who is able to make war with him?
Read that part again. Who was able to what?
Who is like unto the beast?
Who is like this white man here? Who is like him? Come on.
Who is able to make war with him?
And who can fight him? Who can make war with him? I'm telling you. This beast is something else. So, that's all I wanted out of that. So, to be a true God on the earth means that you, as an Israelite, who are inherently the kings and priests, or the true elves, or true power on the earth, the true judges and authority in the earth, the rightful executor of Yah's right ruling, is Israel, the prince of power. You are not the niggers of the earth, but Esau, the white man, is. There's a reason why you're a power on the earth. You're not just a power because y'all said, I just want to make them great people for nothing. It's not true. You're a great people for something. We're almost done here. Give me Genesis 50 and 19. What's one of the reasons, or some of the reasons, why you're a great power?
Genesis 50 and 19. And Joseph said unto them, fear not, for am I in the place of Yah?
Verse 20.
But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but Yah meant it unto good, to bring to pass.
What is he going to bring to pass? Come on.
As it is this day,
Come on.
to save much people alive.
That is your purpose for being a God on earth. To save much people alive. And if you don't take your talent that you're born with, the gifting that Yah is giving you, and become the judge, the authority, the God, the power on earth, then you do yourself a disservice. You do yourself a disservice. Be Acts 14 and 11. You ain't just a God for no reason. You're not just a power for no reason.
Acts 14 verse 11 reads, and when the people saw that Paul had done what Paul had done, they lifted up their voices, saying in the speech of Laconia, the gods are come down to us in the likeness of men.
That's what they'll say. The people will say the gods have come down. Look at this. Look at what they're doing. They're building, they're growing, they're unifying. You're not a God for nothing. Like back in the day, they used to do it in New York mostly, but they did it around the country a lot. Yeah, God. Yeah, King. Yeah, son. Remember that? Back in the day? But never unified under a banner. The Israelites should be unified under the banner of these laws. That's what makes us gods. is the saving of much people. Whatever you have, whatever your gifting is, whatever your calling is, whatever it is, you've been put up on the earth to save much people. Like Game of Thrones, winter's coming. We used to say that in Game of Thrones all the time. Winter's coming. Be 1 John, this last one. 1 John 3 and 2. Y'all remember that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Watch Game of Thrones was hard. I liked it.
1 John 3 verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yah, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be.
Come on.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
We're going to be just like
What scripture was that?
1 John 3 and 2.
Oh.
We're going to be just like him. Define the elements and everything. Walking on water and everything.
1 John 3 and 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yah,
We're his sons now.
and it doth not yet
And
appear
it does not yet appear. Come on.
what we shall be.
What we shall be.
But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
We're going to be just like Yahweh Shai. Same power, same strength, same authority. We're going to be just like him. Define the elements. Think you're going to have to catch a plane to get over there to China or Brazil? No. Where do you think the superheroes come from? They read the Bible. Yahweh Shai going to say, go over there to Brazil and do this, that, and the other. Yes, sir. Go on over there and do it. We the real superheroes. Hallelujah. That being said, we give God thanks and praise for all things. Listen, if you like what you heard, like it, follow it, share it. Go to our YouTube channel, Israelite Nation Assembly /YouTube.com. Subscribe to our channel. Drop us a message or two. And until next week, we'll say hallelujah. Y'all bless. We'll see you. Shalom.